And if you don't have a lot of money, if you got status, right? And if you don't have a lot of status, and when a person sees that people are drawn to you and you're a likable person, they feel like once they get attached to that, or once they chase that, then the person with whom has the status, the person with whom has the leverage, uses it as a tool to take advantage of that person. Use it as a tool to take advantage of that person, such as the case with hold on, yeah, such as the case with Cassie, right? Such as the case with Cassie. Thank you, Cupcake. Black, what's up? Such as the case with Cassie. Cassie, right, as it pertains to Diddy, right? She went in and she was naive, right? All she knew, thank you, Cupcake, all she knew is that she wanted to make it. That's all she knew. Hey, Felicia, all she knew is that she wanted to make it. Oh, yeah, dear Wendy. Yes, hey, Felicia. Yes. All she knew is that she wanted to make it. And all she knew is that now she was able to attach herself to somebody who could help her or who could propel her to making it. Let me say this parenthetically. I'm a talk. That's why we have to be careful of when we're feeding our loneliness or when we have certain needs. We got to be careful of who we attach ourselves to. You know, because I want to go there. I want to talk about this Diddy thing. I want to open it up a little bit. I want to open this up because I think that there's so many lessons that needs to be learned as it pertains to this Diddy thing. Wendy, yeah, as it pertains to Diddy, because so many people, they walk while we're in our season, right? While we're in our season of whatever you're desiring right now, we have to be careful of the predators, because people are in the season of using leverage. Yeah. People are in the season of taking advantage of people. That's what, because why? Because we have become a society of right here and right now. Yeah, we have become a society of right here and right now. So as it pertains to Diddy, let's go there. I want to talk about it. So here you have Cassie, right? Cassie, exactly. Yup. So here you have Cassie, right? Cassie at this age, she's 19, but she's a vulnerable 19. So irrespective to her age, some of us or some people are a Cassie. We have the status of Cassie. We want to win so bad that we partner with the wrong people. We want to stop being single so bad that we allow the wrong people to enter into our lives. Some of us, we can, Shaw, what up? Some of us, we have a Cassie deep down inside of us. Oh, she's not the only one. Everybody, good God Almighty, I'm loving this right now. Everybody, no matter who you are in the entire world, has a piece of Cassie inside of them. Melissa, let me say that to you. And I'm saying it with all ebullience. I'm saying this with all authority. All of us have a Cassie with inside of us. What do you mean, Cook? I'm glad you asked. Cook, what are you talking about? All of us has a Cassie, and yes. What are you talking about? All of us has a Cassie inside of. Let me prove my point. The thing that's hurting so many people, in the world is not failure. No. It's not not failure. What's hurting so many of us is that we have a heightened level of ambition. Let me give it to you again. We have, as a society, a heightened level of ambition. So we become overly ambitious. We want a lot of money. So we go out and we do things that we ordinarily wouldn't do to get money. We want to be in a relationship. And so we go in search of, we put our names on all of these dating sites within hopes of, we become super ambitious. We want to have our own business. So we go out and we just open up any business without any research. Yeah. We want to win so bad that ambition has become our new addiction. Good God Almighty. I love this. I love how this is going. Ambition has become our new addiction. Why? Because why is that? Because the unemployment rate is soaring, right? It looks like other people around you are winning, and you want to win too. You want to win. You go to you go to your little function. I went to my pastor's. Listen to me. I went to my pastor's 50th. My pastor was retiring, right? He had this is 50. He's retiring after 50 years. I go there. Everybody's there booed up. Everybody's there holding their mate. I go there and I'm by myself. I've been at that church 25 years and I'm by myself. Somebody else, a couple of other people are by themselves. So I'm in line to get my name placed so I can see, so I can sit down. The person that's in front of me is a female and I knew her, right? I've known her for a long time. So you know what she does? You know what she does? She asked the person with whom that was doing the signing in to put both of our, she gave her my name so that we can sit together. So she can act as if she's not alone. She can act as if she's not alone. You have to be careful in how you maneuver and how you adjust for the sake to satisfy your addiction to your ambition. Yeah. All of us has a Cassie in us. So she wanted to act like we were together. She said, "Do you want?" She said she went over to the lower what's it called? She went over to the little platter section, whispered in my ear, "Do you want some grapes? Do you want some cheese? Do you want some crackers?" Because there's other people in the church that have approached me because I'm the single person, right? And so she wants to look like she's got me. All because she's looking for ambition to feed her ambition. My friends, I'm telling you, in this season of your life, don't overdose on your ambition. What you don't have, some things you don't need. What you don't have, God is blocking you from having. Oh, you don't have the latest sports car. Yeah, you don't have the latest sports car, and you got to be okay. It's coming. But don't go out here and get a high interest rate and then you'll become stuck. Yeah. We have become addicted to being seen. We want to have this leverage. So we go partner with people who want to have who wants to have a level of control over us. Do not let your ambition steer you towards the wrong person. Good God. Let me say that again. Let me say it for the choir in the back. Do not let your ambition detour you to the wrong person. Yeah. I'm going to stick right there. Let me stick a pin in that. Let me stick a pin in that. Everybody, let's get to 25,000 taps. And great, stop if we don't get there. Let's get to 25,000 taps. I had a buddy of mine. Listen to this. Hey, Val, listen to this, Val. I had a buddy of mine. He does credit reports. My buddy fixes your credit. So if you have blemishes on your credit, right? If you have blemishes on your credit, what he does is that you go to him and you pay him like $800, right? Or something like that, or something like that, or $1,000. And he cleans up your credit. So he has a woman that came in. She had a credit score. Listen to this. She had a credit score of like 5 something, right? Her credit score was like 5 something, right? And she wanted to buy a house. So she wanted to get her credit score up. At the time, she had a Mercedes Benz. She had a Mercedes Benz. And he told her, in order for you to get your credit score up, you got to get rid of that Mercedes Benz. That's what he told her. In order to get your credit score up, exactly, lovely one. In order to get your credit score up, you got to get rid of that Mercedes Benz. She goes to CarMax. How many of y'all have a CarMax or know what CarMax is? Put a heart in the chat. Put a heart in the chat if you know what CarMax is. How many of y'all know what CarMax is? You've had CarMax. You want to, you Kristen? Yeah. Peach, I'm great. Go hot and heavy. I'm going hot and heavy. I'm shutting it down in 7 minutes. So yeah, Carol, Pam. So she goes to CarMax. Her goal is to buy a house. That's the goal. That's the overarching goal. She wants to buy a house. She paid him $1,000 to fix her credit. So she's on the right way. She has a goal in mind. Listen to me. She has a goal in mind. She has the finances. She backed it. She has the support in him to fix the credit. All she has to do now is put her ego to the side so that she can walk into the new house and that the money that she spent will be well worth it. She goes to CarMax, right, Boots? Boots, she goes to CarMax, Val, Melissa. She goes to CarMax. You're not going to believe what happened. She had a Mercedes Benz. Her payments with the Mercedes Benz was $900 a month. That's how much the payment was with the Mercedes Benz. It was like $969, something like, or whatever. She goes to CarMax. Worse. She goes to CarMax after she just paid him $1,000. She goes to CarMax. She came to see him to see if he can work out something. She came to see him in a Porsche. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. She has a Benz. She wants a house. She wants a house. She has a Benz. She has a plan. The plan is to do what, Mona? The plan is to get the house. I paid this guy $1,000. I know what I want. I got the credit. But in doing so, she goes to CarMax and her ambition kicked in. Her addiction to wanting to look good. So now she went from, listen to this. I ain't never do this before, y'all. Listen, and I don't judge her. She went from a $900 monthly payment to a $1,300 monthly payment. Let that sink in. I said she went from a $900 monthly payment to a $1,300 monthly payment. My buddy tells her, he asked her why she do it and so on and so forth. Right. She then, what do y'all think she did next? What do you think she said to my buddy? What do y'all think she said to my buddy? Yeah, yeah, sugar. What y'all think she said to my buddy? After she gave him the $1,000, after he gave her the blueprint. Nah, she asked him for a refund. She asked him for a refund or at least half back. Yeah, she asked him for half back. Why am I saying this to her? Yeah, why am I saying this? I'm sharing this to you because I want you. I'm saying this to you. Yeah, yeah, Mona. She asked for a refund. Why am I sharing all of this with you? I'm sharing all of this with you because I want us to minimize our addiction to ambition. You have to be able to put it in the right perspective. Yeah, you can't be so ambitious about yourself out. You have to be the super ambition has to go in that will feed your future in a positive direction. Your ambition cannot, it cannot. Listen to me. Your ambition, it has to be something that you control, not that you have to give somebody else leverage. The worst thing that you can do is give somebody else leverage over you. Yeah. Nobody, nobody. And thank you, Mona. Nobody. I'm telling you straight up. Sometimes you got to walk around like you got to put it secondary. I can't tell you how many. Listen, I'm trying to start this podcast. I want the most premium podcast ever. I go out and I spend thousands of dollars on equipment. A lot of it I ain't even use because I'm overly ambitious. I know I want the best. Sometimes it's better. I'm closing, y'all. I'm closing. I'm ready to come down the runway. Sometimes it's better. It's better to wait for it than to get it when your feelings are at an all-time high. Why? Because if you wait for it, it gives you time to think about it. Good God Almighty. If you wait for it, it gives you ample enough time to think about it. And I promise you a lot of the things, right? And I promise you a lot of the things that we wait for will eventually we won't want it later on. So it's better to wait for it. Wait for it. I promise you, let me tell you something. One of the things that I do as it pertains to relationships. Listen to me. One of the things that I do, it's a custom of mine, is if I see somebody, and I'm interested, it's just a hypothetical. If I see somebody and I'm driving, when I was younger, I might spin the block. But if I see somebody that perhaps I might be interested in or whatever, or if I'm in a store or if I'm at an event, and I see somebody and that person and I converse and I don't see them on the way out the door and I might be interested, guess what happens? I'm not going back in the party to get the number. Let me give it to you again. I want to put this thing, I'm coming down and landed. If I want you to visualize what I'm saying to you. I want you to get it, and I want you to get it right. I said if wherever I am, first of all, I am a man of God. And as a woman of God, as a man of God, they say patience is a virtue. I'm saying patience is a must. They say patience is a virtue. I'm saying patience is a must. I said, if I'm out and about, she could be the baddest. She could be the baddest woman on earth. I promise you. And we can have a good conversation, a bomb conversation. And her energy can be good. She smelled good. She looked good. But when I'm leaving and I'm on my way out the door and I don't see her on my way out the door, I'm not going to do an about face. Why? Because with God, some things, what God has for you, you don't have to return to get it. Your ambition will make you return. God will make you move forward. Let me give it to you again. Your ambition and your addiction to your ambition, you want to feed because you want to feed your flesh so bad. God will, your flesh will make you go backwards, but God will put your vision to move forward. We're not playing no more. We ain't playing. You can't play those games no more. Nah, you guys, listen, we're not playing. You can't play anymore. This is not, listen, we're not playing no games. Listen to me. I'm telling you forthrightly, you got to stop playing with yourself. A lovely one. You got to stop playing like it's what you want. Listen to me. Lovely one, I'm glad you said it. Lovely one came in here. Hey, Robin, listen to this. For those of y'all that don't know, Lovely one was dating an executive. She's in my chat, right? Lovely one, and I want y'all to follow her. She was dating an executive. She was dating the vice president of a company. He had money. He has money. He has the looks. They were in a relationship for about 18 months, but he didn't have the time to give to her. He wasn't able to give her the attention. She wasn't able to spend time with her. So she had to make a decision. I would rather have the time. I would rather have the attention. Forget about the money. Most people would be so ambitious that they would be so attracted to, they call him a high value man. They would be attracted to his money. My friends, listen to me. Listen to me and listen to me carefully. Time waits for no one, and you should neither. I said, time waits for nobody, and you should neither. Let me say it for the quiet. Time waits for nobody, and you should neither. Yeah. I'm gonna close with this, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this, and then I'm gonna battle everybody. We need to get to 30,000. We need to get to 30,000. I'm gonna leave y'all with this, and I want y'all to listen to me. Listen to me carefully. So at my, I used to go to this church, right? And at the church, I used to go to this church, and the church had a singles ministry. I used to go to this church, Melissa, and the church had a singles ministry, right? And I was part of the singles ministry. And as being a part of the singles ministry, I would pass around, as part of the singer, they asked us to put our name on there and put our number on a notepad. I put my name and number on a notepad, right? I get a phone call later on that day. Yeah, Boots. I get a phone call later on that day. And she said, hey, hi. She's like, hi, this is Trisha. I said, who's Trisha? She's like, oh, she said, you was in a singles ministry. I just got to let you know that I think you so fine. I said, oh, yeah? You think I'm fine? And she said, I think you're so fine. I memorized your number. She said, can I take you to dinner? Hey, look. Hey, listen. I'm telling y'all, listen to me. She said, can I take you to dinner? A lovely one. And you know me, right? I don't have, Listen, don't be like me. Listen. Yeah, hey, Crystal, listen to me. Hey, don't listen. I'm ready. I'm just being transparent. Oh, thank you, Robin. I love it. I love it. Listen, I'm telling you straight up. Thank you, Robin, baby. Listen, this next piece, I'm telling you, don't be like me. Don't be like me. I said, yeah. Because you know what I'm saying? I said, yeah, well, you know what I'm saying? So we went out. We went out, right? First day. First day. Listen, don't do that. You don't do that. I did it. Don't do that. But I'm Richard. I'm Richard. I'm from Baltimore. Period. So you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So listen, so I went, right? Because you know what I'm saying? I'm free-minded. My spirit is free. So I went and everything. So to make a long story short, we started dating. I'm going somewhere. Stick with me. Stick with me. Follow the timeline. Follow the timeline. Follow the timeline. So listen to this, y'all. So we started dating. Right after that, we started dating. It's on and popping. Everything is going lovely. Everything was wonderful. We vibing, right? We're vibing and everything. Hey, Boots, listen, we're vibing and everything is wonderful. You know, we're good. What happened was her father had died like a year prior to us started dating. And he had, I mean, like 2 years prior to us started dating. And he had several lawsuits. Listen to me. He had several lawsuits, right? And so the lawsuits started coming in, right? Her and her brother. She became a millionaire. Listen to me. He had so many lawsuits because he died of cancer, exposure to asbestos, right? He had exposure to asbestos, right? So he had a whole bunch of law, all this, right? So she became a millionaire. Listen to me. That money started coming in. She went and bought a dog for $10,000. She went and bought a dog for $10,000, right? So the money started coming in, you know, everything, you know, I don't want her money. I don't care nothing about any money. You know what I'm saying? She came in. So one day, right? She came in and she told me, she said, yeah, she got Brandy up. One day she came in and she told me, she said, I don't want you don't have to go to school anymore. She said, I don't even want you to work anymore. That's what she told me. Hey, Misha, baby. She said, I don't want you to go to school anymore and you ain't got to never work again. That's what she told me. She said, I want you to stay home and let me take care of you. That's what she said. She said, all you got to do, yeah, you want me to be, yeah. She said, all you got to do is go pick up Kenny. Kenny was her son, right? She said, all you got to do is go pick up Kenny, help him with his homework, and have dinner. You know, you cook dinner or whatever. Contrary to popular belief, I can cook for real, for real. Stop playing with me. I can cook. She had my cooking, right? So she said, that's all you got to do. You know what I mean? Right. So lovely one. I said, I'm not doing that. That's what I told her. I said, I'm not doing that. She said, what? She said, why? She said, yeah, you going to do that? She said, I'm set. She said, we're set for life. She said, we're set for life. I said, I'm not doing that. And you know, I'm a Leo, right? Y'all know I'm a Leo, right? So because I'm a Leo, you're not going to play with me. Listen, you know I'm a Leo, right? I said you're not going to play with me. I said you're not going to play with me. Period. You're not going to play with me. You're not going to play with me. So anyway, so I was like, no, I ain't, I said, no, I'm not doing that. So of course, I said, man, forget I said, I ain't got to be here. That's what I said to her. I said, I don't have to be here. Right. So I left. Right. I left. And when I left, oh yeah, really. So when I left, what's up, babe? And so I left, right? And when I left, I came back. I came back about a week and a half later. I came back about a week and a half later, right? I'm knocking on the door. You know, I came back on some week. I was being a sucker. I was being a sucker and all that. So I came back. I'm knocking on the door, right? Yeah. Hey, lovely one, listen to this. I'm knocking on the door, right? And she ain't answering the door. I'm knocking on the door some more. She's not answering the door. So I went and I looked in the window. She packed up all of her stuff and she moved. She packed up. Yeah, hey Kim, listen. She packed up and listen to this, y'all. She packed up and she moved. You're not going to believe what happened. 3 months later, she came to the church and she was married. She married this guy named Mike. 3 months later, she came to the church and she was married. She literally stopped talking to her family because of the guy Mike, because the guy Mike was a bum, right? She was so ambitious about being married. She was so ambitious about taking care of a man. He took her for all her money. And in about a year's time, she was broke. In a year's time, I said, she was broke. I'm telling you, why am I bringing this? I'm closing with this. I told you that you got to minimize your addiction to ambition. We talked about that there's a piece of Cassie in all of us. She was so pressed to have it, to feel like a boss. She was so pressed to feel like she was something on the inside. She was so pressed to feel like she mattered, that she partnered, good, thank you, Lord. She partnered with the wrong person. So I come to you, I leave you as I came in here. You can't allow your ambition to get so high that you partner with the wrong person. Because partnering with the wrong person is the quickest way to drain you, is the quickest way to defeat you, is the quickest way to deflate you, is the quickest way to demean you, is the quickest way to destroy you. It's the quickest way to destroy you. You got to get to a point that you wait, that you be patient. If you don't have it now, you can wait another day for it. You can wait another day. If you don't have it tomorrow, you can wait another day. You waited all this time. Wait. We want to take one goal in mind and go one at a time. And that goal has to benefit you. Thank you, Robin, baby. That goal you have to be the recipient. You have to be the beneficiary, the sole partnership, the sole proprietor of whatever your ambition is for. Because once you become the sole proprietor, once you become the recipient of that ambition, when your cup runs over, when God allows your cup to run over, you'll be giving stuff away. I give away, you listen to me. I give away about every year and a half, every year, or at least every year and a half, I give away 90% of my clothes. Did you hear what I said? Every year and a half, I give away 90% of my clothes to the homeless shelter. Because I know that God is going to give me more. I'm sharing that with you because some of us in here, we need to make room for what's ready to come. God wants to give you an avalanche of blessings, but he can't give you an avalanche of blessings if you still have old blessings lingering around. There is a such thing as stale. There's a such thing as stale, a lovely one. There's a such thing as stale. There is a such thing as molded. And for some of us, when I was growing up, we used to have my grandmother, the bread, right? We used to have this bread box. And I promise you I'm closing after this. When I was growing up, we used to have a bread box, right? And sometimes the bread would get molded. Sometimes the bread would get molded, right? And what my grandmother would do is that she would take the bread and she would peel off the pieces that had the mold in it. Yeah, Boots. She would peel off the pieces, Boots, that had the mold in it. And some of us, we're still holding on to bread that's molded. You know that bread ain't no good. You know those people that's not, that job you've been on, God has been trying to get you away from that job for so long. You know the people that you've been dealing with for so long. You know they're not any good for you. You know that their friendship has already expired. You know the relationship has already expired. You know the partnership has already expired. You know you keep going around people, hanging around the same people. You keep going to the same places, expecting a different result. And you wonder why your blessings ain't come in. I'm telling you why. Because that blessing, you already received the blessing way back when, and you still want to go back there. You're trying to get blood from a turnip. No. You're trying to get blood from a turnip. God says, look, I want to give you new territories. I want to enlarge your territory. Enlarge. Enlarge means in is the prefix. In is the prefix, en. That means to make. To go in. Enlarge your territory. Enlarge, make it bigger. He wants to expand. He wants to expand your territory. But the first thing that you have to do is leave the old territory, ladies and gentlemen. You got to leave where you've been. You got to dislike it, baby. You got to hate it. You got to hate where you've been. You got to hate where you've been. Because some of us have been so attached that we have become married to it. You become married to some situations. You become married to some places. You become spiritually married to some people. And God wants to move you away from them, but you got to hate it. And you got to hate it with a passion. You got to hate it with a passion. I'm gonna close. I promise I'm gonna close after this. I had a buddy of mine, right? Many years ago. I had a buddy of mine. We would talk daily. I had a buddy of mine, and we would talk daily, right? But he showed me that we weren't on the same page. That friendship had expired. This was years ago. The friendship had expired. But I was so accustomed to pouring out things that were going on in my life. I would pick up the phone. He would listen. And he would give me great advice. But some of the advice that he would give me, or some of the friendship, some of the advice that he would give me was tainted. Yeah. Good God Almighty. And so I was so busy trying to pick up the phone because there were trouble. I was having trouble sometimes. And I would pick up the phone and I would dial his number and then I would hang up. Because the friendship had ended. And I would pick up the phone again. I would dial his number, but the friendship had ended. And then one time I slipped up and I called him. I said, what's up? Hey, kid. I said, what's up, bro? And it just didn't sound right. And so what happened, lovely one, it didn't sound right. And I told I told God, I said, God, I need you. I need you to separate me. God, I need you. I can't. This is not my friend. This brother is not my friend. I want to do the right thing. I don't want to be a part of this friendship, and I need you to do the right thing. God immediately broke it. He broke it. He broke it. He broke it. And I kept saying to myself, there's better. There's better. There's better. There's better. Thank you, baby. The kid. Thank you. There's better. There's better. I'm saying to you, and me and this friend, we've been friends for 20 years. There's no amount of time. We got to stop looking at how much time, how long we've known this person, how long we've been. Listen to me, half of the time that you've been with the person has already expired. You can't look at the time because for real, God wanted you to leave that friendship years ago. So you can't look at the history. He told you to get out of there a long time ago. But you and I, with our finicky self, you and I, with our crazy self, we want to keep making it work. We want to still be friends with the person. That relationship, that friendship died. And we are friends with dead people. And God says, I want better for you. I've already told you to stop going around them. I already told you that I got more for you. I already told you that your best is coming. I already told you that how much I love you. I've already given you the green light to cut the person off. But all I need you to do is trust me. Trust me. He says, I've already given you the tools. Only thing I want you to do is trust me. Trust me. Trust me. And if you trust me and you give it to me, I will do the rest. If you trust me and give it to me, I will do everything else. You gotta get to a point where you trust them. You gotta get to a point where you trust them. You gotta want the best for you instead of wanting the best for the relationship. You gotta want the best for you instead of wanting the best for the friendship. You can no longer be weak about it because God is here to make you strong. No. I know you caring about their feelings. I know you caring about it. I know that some of the places that you've been going there so long and you're going to feel like you're going to miss them. I know. But it has to get ugly before it gets beautiful. Some stuff, it has to get ugly before it gets beautiful. Some stuff has to be negative before it moves over into a positive. Some stuff has to go left before it goes right. Some stuff you have to delete the backwardness, the past, so that you can move on. Last I checked, my toes go that way. That's last I checked. My toes go that way. My toes go forward. I ain't got no toes in the back. I said, I don't have no toes in the back. I'm not a frog. Frogs got toes in the front and the back. All right, I'm done, y'all. I'm done. Hopefully this was a blessing to you. Hopefully this was a blessing. I really wasn't expecting to go that long. But God took over. YouTube, I love you. Make sure that you like, comment. Make sure that you like, comment, and share this message. I love you. I see you there.